Hey vinyl community, this is Glenn here back with another video. This one is the Bob Dylan Covers Challenge in honor of Bob's 79th birthday, which he just celebrated a couple of days ago. So I'd like to challenge each of you to come up with your own Bob Dylan covers, your favorites, and maybe some obscure ones that we aren't aware of. Here's some of the ones I came up with. First off, for Fairport Convention, their great album on Half-Breaking. This has a great version of Percy's song and $1 Million Bash on here. If you get the reissued CD, it has Dear Landlord on it as well. So great album regardless of the Dylan covers, but they did a great job covering the Dylan songs. Johnny Winter, second winner, did a classic version, rockin' version of Highway 61 Revisited. I love that way he did that song. Great. Bruce Springsteen came up with this EP quite a few years ago. The EP is actually called Chimes of Freedom. He does a wonderful acoustic version, really passionate version of Chimes of Freedom on here. Here's a great one that you may not have heard of. Tim O'Brien, who is from the bluegrass community. He plays, actually plays a ton of instruments, but he plays mandolin mostly, but also played great guitar player and fiddle player. Tim's got a great voice, has a lot of solo albums out. He did a salute to Bob, Red on Blonde, Tim O'Brien being a redhead. This is an amazing, amazing record. He covers Senor, does a great version of that, Tombstone Blues, Farewell Angelina, The Wicked Messenger, Father of Night, Subterranean Homesick Blues, which is very cool. He does it kind of slapping his legs for the percussion part to keep it going. Everything is Broken, which is one of my favorite Dylan songs. God Gave Names to All the Animals, Masters of War, Oxford Town, Maggie's Farm, Forever Young, and Lay Down Your Weary Tune. This is an amazing, amazing record. You got to check this one out if you're a Dylan fan. Another great young artist, Sarah Jaraz. Sarah's also came out of the bluegrass community. He was kind of embraced by all the, the Bale Fleck and all those people who played on her first album. This is, this is the EP. The album that, sorry I pulled up the wrong album, but the CD that she does Dylan cover on is she does Everything is Not Everything is Broken. Oh my God, I'm losing it here. I'll figure it out in a second. We'll get back to Sarah. Another great one, Old Crow Medicine Show. Now, Old Crow Medicine Show came to prominence with they kind of finished, I think, writing Wagon Wheel, which I think Dylan did the chorus for or something, and then they did all the verses. Old Crow Medicine Show was discovered at Merlefest by Doc Watson. They were busking, and he saw them, or I guess he saw them, that's a bad joke. He he heard them and was really impressed and ended up inviting them to the festival. They've turned out to be a great band, and they did a 50 years of Blonde on Blonde tribute. This is all acoustic, rootsy, the whole album done in its entirety. Great, great record. I love this one. Emmylou Harris, the great Emmylou Harris. Wrecking Ball. She does a wonderful version of Every Grain of Sand, which is my second favorite Bob Dylan song after Visions of Johanna. Jerry Garcia. The band, the Grateful Dead did quite a few Dylan covers in their time live. Garcia did a ton of them. This is a wonderful set with Merle Sanders, the Keystone Companions. On this, he does Positively 4th Street, and It Takes a Lot to Laugh, It Takes a Train to Cry. Jerry also does great versions of Simple Twist of Fate, and I can't think of any others, but just awesome. This is a CD that came out a while ago. It is a compilation of Chimes of Freedom. It's a whole bunch of people doing Dylan songs. Pete Townsend does Karina Karina. Patti Smith is on here. Jackson Brown's on here. Maroon 5, Diana Krall. That's a wonderful, wonderful record. It's unbelievable. It was done for Amnesty International to raise money, but great, great thing. It's called The Chimes of Freedom, the songs of Bob Dylan, Amnesty International. Great CD, check that out. Greg Allman. This is the last album Greg did. He worked on it when he was terminally ill. Fantastic record. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. He does Going, Going, Gone off of Planet Waves. Does a wonderful job. This is a really great CD. Okay, let's get to a couple of the easy ones. Okay, first of all, well, George, this isn't such a more obscure one, but George Harrison, Early Takes Volume 1. He does Mama, You've Been on My Mind on this. It's a really nice version. Okay, now here's the kind of the more popular ones. The Byrds, Mr. Tambourine Man. I mean, come on, that's all you need to know. And finally, probably the best cover of all time, really made it his own. Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower. How can you even argue with that? And that's it for now. So I would really like to challenge all of you to come up with some more Dylan covers. There's got to be a ton of them out there. Thanks for watching. I wish I could remember that Sarah Gerard's cover song. I'm getting old. What can you say? I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.